Chicago's alternative rock scene is making big national news these days, yet many Chicagoans are just now hearing about bands like Smashing Pumpkins, Urge Overkill, and Liz Phair. Well, just so you're not left out of the loop on the next bands to watch, I'm going to show you who's making the scene and where to find it in Part 2 of Rock Chicago. Chicago's alternative rock scene is exploding, but if you want to be hip to the scene, you gotta know where to find it. Our first stop, up in Newtown, at the Metro.
Urge Overkill started here on Wednesday, so did the Smashing Pumpkins, Dinosaur Jr., Ministry had some of their first gigs here, Revolting... Probably can't say that on television.
He's right, we can't. But anyway, Metro's been very supportive of Chicago bands all along. Wednesdays are local showcase night, and they regularly fill open weekend nights with a full bill of local favorites, too. In fact, Smashing Pumpkins may have Shanahan to thank, at least partially, for helping them get their big break.
Well, he gave us some good shows, and he's been behind us, and he really likes the band. He's been helpful, yeah, but there were...
I like to think we gave us a break, you know.
We gave him a break, yeah.
They would have arrived one way or another. I think that I was able to put them in front of some, national acts that, got them maybe a little more attention.
And on a smaller scale, many of these Northside taverns offer their stages up just about any night of the week.
Our favorite club right now to play would probably be Launch Axe. Sue Miller, there's another person that's been, really good in helping us out.
Our next stop, though, is the Wicker Park Bucktown neighborhoods. In the old days, these were Ukrainian, Polish, and Italian neighborhoods, but lately the music and art scene has moved in, taking advantage of its low-rent housing and proximity to the city, and nowadays, after dark in this neighborhood, everybody is a star. Well, what's your band?
Hog Lady. We've been together a couple years. We're on a CD called Pressure Cooker. It's a compilation of Chicago artists. It's just come out. They're playing Loud Lucy and Uptidy on XRT, and everybody else they're playing on WNUR.
You know, from the outside, you'd never know, but this is like the hottest spot in this neighborhood right now. Why do you think that is?
Basically because people get to do whatever they want to do. There are no limits. They can play as loud as they want to, and we really try not to stand in their way.
What do you think about all this talk about how Wicker Park is like the new hot music scene?
Oh, I hope the yuppies don't take it over. That's ridiculous. The yuppies are here. They live among us. We are them. We are they. But still, it's really just about taking your art forms from the sheltered indie level or whatever is sub-national context and presenting it publicly.
The Rainbow Room is another unlikely hotspot, a place where the local musicians hang.
Basically, it started with a guy named Peter Haupt, who's in the Stumpy Brothers. He lived around the corner. He was in God's Acre at the time, and he knew everybody. And as we started getting busier, we started hiring people, and they're all in bands.
You're bartender here at the Rainbow Room.
That's what I do, when we're on the road, and I've been fortunate enough to have an employer that, Dee employs people that she lets go for months at a time.
What are you making more money at?
Bartending.
Lately, since the Billboard thing, people have come in and wanted to see the celebrities. And sometimes they're not even aware that, like, say Rick is working here, that they're being served by him.
Who'll be the next Smashing Pumpkin?
I don't know, I'm not very good at that, but the bands that I'm very interested in right now, I like this band, Scene, I like Jesus Lizard, The Digits, Certain Distant Suns. Those are a couple that I really feel very strong about.
But to make the local scene last, the one thing we have to be sure of is that as these bands get their big record deals and become national stars, will they remain loyal? Will you leave Chicago when you get famous?
No. If we would have left Chicago, I think we would have left a couple of years ago.
It's really easy to live here, I mean, the cost of living is not that expensive, and you can find a really decent apartment for relatively cheap, and there's a lot of things around to do, so it's an exciting place to live, and it's not that expensive to do it.
And most importantly, Chicago rocks. Am I right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Hey, we got Chicago, you listen to whatever kind of music you want to, and you make your own decisions. That's the way it goes.
You bet your flippers.
That last band, the Drovers, watch for them in a movie called Blink, which opens after the first of the year here in Chicago. That should really launch their careers. Robin and Walter?
With two big stars, right?
Aidan Quinn and Madeline Stowe starring the movie.
Well,